Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chakra OutLoud.
What's up, guys? When we say what we say, we don't get upset. Sorry, I took her part too.
Oh, good.
What the hell was that?
He was feeling it today.
Apparently, yeah.
Energies. Everyone has good energies, high spirits right now. We are currently 4 days away from leaving for the convention.
4 days.
Yay.
That's wild.
I'm looking
Came so
forward
quick.
to
4
it.
days.
Yeah.
Damn.
Literally, we're right there.
Right?
Yeah,
We have a lot to do.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Holy
Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday. We leave.
Goddamn.
Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited.
We have a lot to do, dig. All right.
Guys, remember the convention. All my Indian people out there, I wish you could have come to Philly, but you're pretty much far. So.
Okay, so we are going to be giving away a weekend pass to the Philadelphia Tattoo Convention. It can be picked up at the Tattoo
Yes.
Convention on Friday. On Tuesday, I will post, I guess,
We're
Yeah.
gonna post
How-
it, but if you get to see this podcast,
which
and
is Monday.
Monday,
yeah,
yeah.
if you get to see this and you hear this, act on it right away.
Yeah. So actually what we can do, we'll put the post up Tuesday. If you guys are seeing this, put hashtag podcast on the Instagram in the comments so we know that you saw this, and it'll give you a higher chance of getting
Yep.
the pass.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So, first topic. What was in the list? Was it the?
You wanna, we're
Good morning. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that
com-
beautiful
yeah, yeah,
trailer
yeah, yeah.
that we
First,
have
First thing that we have on the list
outside.
is the trailer
Yes.
that just came in. I'll throw in a picture right here.
We are blessed.
Came in very, very nice, very beautiful,
Thank you.
What's up, KPL? Happy?
very eye-grabbing, I would say.
Yeah,
Very
that was
gra-
the
like when I
point.
saw it, when I came here the first
The
day and I got out the
colors,
car, just like
dude,
catch you.
The colors are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Everything on it. They did a great job.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was done by
Autoraptors.
Autoraptors.
In Homedale.
They're really good, so check 'em out. They did a-
Freehold-ish.
They did an exceptional
Exceptional, yeah.
job,
Mhm.
and the price was fucking awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, so we've been talking about getting a trailer, since we've been doing conventions, right? And I feel like when your stars align for something and it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And I want to say that we manifested this within like a month.
A month.
From thinking about it
That's
to
cool.
it sitting right
Actually,
here.
yeah. That's crazy. That's amazing, actually.
A month.
So this is the power of our manifestation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was something that we need as a shop. It's literally like a walking billboard. It hits our niche perfectly.
Yeah, it's perfect.
There's just no way that you don't see it. If
for real.
you know what I'm saying, like there's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having a fleet of these things.
I'm very proud.
The trailers?
You know what
No,
I
that'd
mean?
be really cool. That'd be really dope.
I'm really proud of our growth. I feel like it's continuous. It just doesn't stop. It's
No,
like
for real.
fuck.
It's like
they keep
rapid
growing.
speed right now. Yeah. It's really cool to see. It's
Fucking
really cool to be a
awesome.
part of too.
Yeah, thank you.
Also with the Philadelphia Tattoo Convention, we have merch, but we're gonna do exclusive merch at the convention. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes.
we have a special edition Philly T-shirt that was designed by Smiley.
Lennon,
Smiley, right?
Yes.
Me right here.
And we're really excited to launch that.
We're gonna do exclusive shirts for every convention that we do. So for Atlanta, we're gonna do like an exclusive shirt for there.
I think we should have ordered it by now.
Yeah.
So maybe not Atlanta, maybe Baltimore. You'll get some love from us.
Yeah.
But so Philly, we've always been a huge fan of Philadelphia. We love the city. It's
Philly's
like
dope.
the
Have
art
you been there,
vibe
Jay?
there.
Have you
Yeah.
been there?
I love
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah. it's a vibe.
Yeah,
Philly's
yeah.
a vibe, and we just
Namaste.
wanted to kind of give back to Philly in that
I think
way.
one of my personal favorite memories in Philly was 2016. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and I was in Philly. Philly's my favorite team.
I think the
And
convention was that
streets,
weekend.
Yo, the streets in Philly were packed.
We
Like,
had a convention
there
that
were people
weekend.
on top of
Yeah.
poles. There were people just dancing. Yo, it was a great
It
time
was
in
a lot.
Philadelphia.
It was a lot
lot
of
of fun.
Yeah,
Philly's pretty dope.
yeah. We
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Philly.
Speaking of the conventions, we just brought up Atlanta. Atlanta not that far behind Philly.
No,
Not at
it's
all.
only like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even realize that.
Me either. She's
Um,
like, oh, Atlanta's the 11th.
Yeah, the 11th. But we leave
To
the
the
9th. We
right?
leave the 9th.
Okay,
You
okay,
guys
okay.
leave the 10th.
I gotta
leave the
drive for
9th.
12 hours.
We're driving because we got to haul everything down
Yeah.
there. So we leave the 9th. And that's only like 10, 12 days from when we get back from Philly.
Yeah.
For real.
Which is why I was saying that we got to start marketing for
Yeah,
it
start
because holy
coming up.
crap. Yeah,
It's
very
coming up.
quickly.
Less than 2 weeks away. What would you guys say that the differences in the locations of conventions is? Like, what do you feel in the difference, whether it be energy, ambiance?
So
how
this
it's
is our first
ran?
time doing Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done
Pre-COVID, we got word that Atlanta and Chicago were lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have clientele already in Atlanta. Shout out TK.
That's Tavares King. So if you don't know who he is, he's an NFL player.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get tattooed over there in Atlanta
Fire.
He's gonna be one of those.
So we have some clientele in Atlanta, and like I want to try the food and I want to see the strippers.
Market wise and business wise, what do you think Atlanta could do for you guys?
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about titties now. Ass. Sorry, Jay, I didn't know what the fuck. I see lips moving, but
in the previous pod we talked about how like Cali and New York were like the meccas of like the marketing, you know, all the money comes into that.
Yeah.
You said that Atlanta you think will be that next phase.
I think it's next.
What do you think that going to the convention will do for Chakra?
I think there's a lot of money in Atlanta.
There is a lot of money.
And I think that if we market it correctly, right? Because the convention, that's its part to market, but I think that we also have like a heavy marketing game. And I feel like if we market it to Atlanta and we market it to the right sections in Atlanta,
the right audience.
Right. That we could really start establishing some type of foundation there.
Really nice.
So when we go to Baltimore, we're normally booked out already by the time we get to Baltimore. But we've also done Baltimore like 3 or 4 years in a row.
Okay, cool.
So the first year was really getting to know people and kind of establishing who we are at the convention.
I think Baltimore just a little bit, the clients there are a little bit tougher. They're a little bit more indecisive than people in Philly. You'll notice the difference.
Well, also like the budget, I think like that.
So the budget is different and how much you have to work towards it. And
so in Baltimore you have to close your sales,
Okay.
and in Philadelphia people are looking to be sold. So there's a little difference there. Atlanta, I don't know. I'm interested in experiencing it. I know that the convention center is not necessarily what I'm used to. It's more like a conference
Kind of
area,
style, like smaller.
instead of like a big open convention. So that's definitely going to be some adjusting for us, but it's also like we have 3 booths there, so it'll really allow us to kind of have
Showcase.
a real presence
and
there,
like people get to see different and get different tastes and feels of Chakra, because everyone in the shop has their own unique
Vibe,
style, their vibe and all that stuff. So it'll really be cool that we're going as a shop and people from Atlanta get to see, oh, Chakra Tattoos, they got something going here. Look at these pieces right here. Look at this color. Look at how they do it. Like, it'll be really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Atlanta.
Especially with all the podcasts, or not all the podcasts, all the conventions coming up. We won't put a pause on the pod. Next week, when we go out to Philly, we'll actually be doing a podcast with the entire team. So that'll be really cool. That'll be really fun. Maybe at the B&B, like in the living room. We'll figure it out when we get there. We'll talk it up. But I feel like that'll be really cool. So if you guys have any questions, Smiley, Sarah, myself, anyone else from the shop, please leave them in the comments down below. So when we do the pod next week, we can run through them.
Yeah.
You know what I would like? I would like if we could do the podcast in Philly on Thursday, right? And include the whole team and see where they're at and how they feel about going into the convention.
Cool. Yeah,
and then I'd like to have another convo, maybe not necessarily like in the pod, but to add to the pod post convention to see where everybody's at like after. So like the before and like the after. Yeah, I would like to see that.
It's like one of those videos on Instagram where it's like
when
like
they party before they party,
and then at the end
after they party.
Yeah, I would like if we could kind of schedule that.
We definitely need to do that. That'd be fun.
It's gonna be fun to see. I'm excited for the conventions coming up.
I am too.
I would say like we could talk about more about the shop, but recently, the past 2 weeks has been like straight on convention thoughts. So it's like I feel like we had the Flash. That was something that was in there in between, but not much is going on in the shop other than preparing for the convention.
That's it.
We're just everybody's ready to go.
Yeah.
Like
or no. We are getting ready to go. I'm still waiting for things to come in. Like a lot of back end stuff.
I've also have to finish the design because I'm planning out my designs like according to the time that I'm given. Yeah. And the visual behind it. You know what I'm saying? I want to wow people in a certain amount of time.
You have all of your appointments booked already for Philly, right?
He does.
Yes.
All of those pieces, were they 100% inspired by you, or were they people that gave you kind of an idea?
Only my Friday.
Okay.
But it's a cool-ass idea. And then the rest, everybody was like, do whatever you want.
So they're all going to be Smiley pieces.
Whatever. Yeah.
Really dope.
So I'm going to kill it.
Very excited to see those.
Me too. I'm super excited, dude.
Before we hop into any current events, I just want to personally know this. When did you guys feel like you needed to bring Chakra to conventions? Like, when did you guys figure out the importance of conventions? I know you say that you think that conventions help you showcase your work a lot, but why do you think that it's like?
I did conventions, but at the same time, I was being used at conventions. You know, while I was thinking like I was working with people that should be backing me up, weren't. And it was just more like seeing a monkey behind a cage, and it's like, let's impress these people.
Like they were trying to take the limelight.
So then we could make more money.
Yeah.
And then I came along.
Yeah.
And I had some convention experience, but more on like an organizer, like a host.
Okay.
So I used to host conventions before and organize them and sell booths and vendors and all of that.
Yeah.
So I knew how the back end of things worked, and he knew how like the actual selling worked.
Yeah.
So she's good at structuring conventions, right? But at the same time, you need a product to sell.
Right. So he gave me a product.
I'm the producer of these products.
Yes.
So now it goes hand in hand.
Right.
So I'll produce while she does her thing.
So he was still in the back of a barbershop when we like trademarked our name and created our EIN and started really getting serious about
starting to make the name for the Chakra.
Yeah,
brand.
like okay, we need to make this like a business.
Yeah.
It's not just like okay, cool, you're an independent contractor, but we want more, and if we want more, we gotta have to set the foundation for that. And then I made like this bullshit ass banner because it was bullshit. And we did our first convention. And he did great.
So
he fucking won awards.
What year was it that you guys did your first convention? 2011.
yeah,
I think a while ago.
I think 2011. Yeah.
And then that was the first.
Before I had Osiris? No, 2012. Our first convention was 2012.
All I know is that I came home with like 2 first place, a second place,
fire.
And the best in show.
and the best in show.
That's fire. You say you're not much of a competitor. You say you don't really like to compete. Was it really you that pushed him and said, "I need you to put something up there. I need you to showcase"? I
didn't even talk to him about it. I just went ahead and did it.
Well, this was the thing.
Oh, so he did a piece on you, and you.
I did a piece.
Oh, okay.
I did a piece on her, and she was like, "We should go in the contest." I'm like, "Nah, I don't really care about competing. I don't like the feeling of competing with somebody."
Yeah, it happens.
So I don't like the feeling of competing with somebody. And she was like, "I'm gonna go and sign us up." So she left, and I was like, "I'm gonna stay in the booth."
He left me alone.
It's not alone because it was just us.
Go ahead.
And if somebody wanted to get tattooed, I want somebody to be there at the time, not just leave an empty booth. It's where these people are.
Yeah.
So she went and did it, and I stayed back, and I was speaking to people and talking to them about tattoos. Half an hour later, she comes back with a trophy,
That's fire.
a first place trophy.
What were your thoughts when you saw that?
I was like, oh my God, we won. We won. You won.
And I was
won.
like, no way.
Yeah,
so that kind of triggered my competitiveness, because then I went to the hotel that day and was preparing for the next day.
Yeah.
And won.
Yeah, and won again. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a formula thing going on here.
Yeah.
So let me do it again. Sunday.
And won.
And then Sunday, it won Best in Show. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, for real. Is that when you would say that you started to like find out there was more than something that was just happening? Like you saw a bigger vision.
I think that he also needed the recognition for his work, right? Because he thought that he did okay work.
Yeah.
And he did do okay work, but I feel like when he was around other artists, it inspired him to be more creative and to kind of push himself a little harder to really perfect these pieces. To perfect these pieces. And I feel like competing really got him into like that mental space that he needed to be in to kind of level up his work. Awesome. I find that every time that we do a convention, he comes back like a monster.
Yeah, like
and
he's bat out of hell, just a different version of himself.
Just a whole beast ready to go.
What would you say that that's a testament to?
I don't know, man. I guess I don't really know why it happens.
I think you get inspired by being around other creatives. I think it inspires you to.
But this is the thing. Yeah, I'm surrounded by creatives, but I'm constantly sitting down tattooing.
Yeah.
I don't get to go around and look at people's art. I don't get to. I sit.
So
I work the whole entire day. Everybody leaves, and then that's it.
Is it more of a feel thing for you? Like, I know, especially coming.
I think I'm a show off, bro.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Especially coming from a football background, like when you're working, when you're working out, you can like. Not even if you don't see it, you can feel like someone's putting in more work than you. Would you say that that's you? Like when you're sitting in a chair, you're tattooing, you're like, I feel like there's someone in here like trying to bang out a better piece than you right now.
So I'm like, because it sucks that I think like this, but it's like, how can I outdo like
person
one of the biggest people ever? What can I do? So I guess what I've been trying to do in conventions and the way I tattoo is tattoo faster and more precise. You get what I'm saying? So if I could do a sick ass piece that will take somebody 2-3 days and I'll bang it out in 6-7 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing a portrait that should have been taking 12 hours. The portrait took me 4.5 hours. And everybody that was stopping by, they're like, how did you saturate those colors so well in that short amount of time? So they were trying to figure out, how did I do it so fast? And that's one of those things that it started hitting me like, yo, if I could manipulate my speed and plus the quality, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I could make it into a niche, like the fastest gunslinger, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. No, that's really cool that you started to see that through the convention. So that, once again, just makes me more excited to get there and see what it does for everyone else in the shop.
It's crazy to see where we started 9 years ago to where we are right now. Yeah. It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Stop, I'm gonna cry. Okay.
That's really cool. We're gonna head into the halftime break. We're gonna come back with some current events. We will see you then.
Let's go.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Let's talk about murder.
Yeah.
We're just talking about
We
murder.
got some wild,
Don't act like we're nice and shit.
topics
We're talking about choking somebody and you know what I mean?
am being a piece.
It was reported yesterday that a former teacher gave her students cupcakes filled with semen.
Yes. So this is the thing. This is the premise of the whole story. Former police officer and his sergeant, sheriff, or some shit like that. He's a fucking cop, babe. A cop. They're all the same shit. You know what I mean? With his wife, who was a teacher, decided to make cupcakes filled with semen and give it to her kid. And what got them arrested was Adobe Photoshop, because the Adobe company, even though they had these hidden images and videos,
encrypted. They had them encrypted.
Yes, it wasn't encrypted. Thank you for the word. Adobe managed to uncrypt everything and uncovered a whole bunch of
child
pornography,
child
photos, videos, rape, and the actual videos of
the man ejaculating onto the fucking cupcakes.
Onto the cupcakes, and then the teacher in the class videoing herself, giving it to the kids, and the kids eating it. And so that's fucking crazy.
I will almost kill you. I won't kill you, but I will almost.
Yeah,
I promise.
Yeah, bro.
Don't fuck with my.
So she made cupcakes for the kids. And the kids, but I'm wondering what kid was like, is this cum teacher? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think the kids knew. I think the kids
no
consumed it, and then like once Adobe figured out that they were doing like some fuck shit.
That's wild.
That's when the parents were notified and whatnot. Obviously he got fired. Obviously she's no longer a teacher, and now they are divorced.
That's crazy. This is not Blueberry. You know what I mean?
Why is my cupcake so sticky?
And what student? My thing is, what student said this tastes familiar?
But we're talking about the cupcakes, but we're not discussing the rape. We're not discussing the child molestation that was going on. Like, these are people that you trust. You teach your children to trust their teachers, right? And you teach your children to trust the law,
so
right?
Now,
to some degree.
When we went on break, we were having a conversation of what will you do to that teacher in a case like that. And now, all three of us decided, like, I think we would murder somebody. But I think it's just something you would say. I don't think it's something you will actually do. But it's how you feel at the moment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And you don't know how you're gonna react, because I know that, like, honestly, like, I'm fucking psycho for my kids.
Jose said, he said, that's insane. I'm glad my teacher never gave me cupcakes. Don't trust teachers, bro.
I'm crazy when it comes to my kids. I think most moms will fucking claw your eyes out when it comes to their kids. But it didn't happen at the moment. It's not like the parents found out right away. Yeah. So it's definitely like a delayed reaction. Like, all right, well, now what? You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? That, all right, you find all this shit. That you find all this shit out. Look, but what's funny is that you find all this shit out, right? Mm-hmm. You necessarily don't tell the kids, but now you're looking at your son and your daughter like, yo, you guys ain't come. And I'm like laughing in my head like, bro.
I am not laughing. I am not fucking laughing.
It's horrible, but it's like, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to put everyone in this scenario. You guys get the call. You get this information. Oh, my God. Where do you guys proceed after that? You have what, 5 to 6 kids? You get a call from one of the teachers that's saying that.
We can't do shit.
So wait.
We can't do shit because the teacher's not there.
I need to know
at
time.
At the present time.
I need to know time, right? Okay. Do I get a phone call? Like, your child consumed XYZ yesterday, today, last week, or
who nutted on my son?
Or do I get a phone call that says 3 years ago when your child was in this class? Because at that point, I'm not even going to involve my child in it, right? I'm going to sue the shit out of the school system.
Because you can't. The teacher's not going to be there in the present time of you finding out.
Right.
Which is, you know what I mean?
So please believe that there's a humongous lawsuit coming for the Board of Education. No, for real. Like, my kid's not going to need for nothing.
Sue. Like, me personally, if I can stop by a police officer and they want to beat me up, I'll let it happen. I enjoy it through and through. You know what I mean? I'll just be a piece of shirt on the street, and because I know I'm going to sue the shit out of them. I'm not going to fight back and get shot.
So, you know what I mean? Take a smart decision.
Yeah.
However,
let's make some money.
If it's like, oh, we think that blah blah blah, and the teacher maybe put an administrative leave, I'm really good at figuring things out. You know what I mean? And you better hope
behind the scenes.
You better hope that you're in those handcuffs and behind bars before this mama catches you.
About me that I've brought to the table is that my pull-up game is 100.
100, I promise.
So when I pull up, I actually pull up. I pulled up with my cousins before.
He pulls up. He pulls up, yo. Like, I remember when we first started dating.
Chuck not even parked it, hopping out.
When we first started dating, I fell asleep, and I guess I left my phone on silent or whatever, and I knocked out for like 4 or 5 hours. Yo, he pulled up. It was like, he got the keys. I don't know from who. He walked in, and he's like, "The fuck, yo, I've been calling you." I was like, "Wow." He pulls up. That's for real.
That whole situation.
It's
Very
crazy.
wild.
So
it kind of reminded me of that one movie, Running Scared, when you
Yeah.
had the two parents you would have thought nothing of. You go into the room, it's like a playroom, bro, and then the tape floors, and then you have the CD. That's
just
there's
fucking
some fucked
crazy.
up people in this world.
So I guess teachers have been fucking up, right? Because another situation, teachers send
nudes, right?
A text blast to all her students of her and nudes and whatever.
So that can go one of two ways.
My
Did
thing
you
is,
accidentally send it to, because,
no.
or did you
how do
purposely?
how do you
First-
accidentally send it to all your students?
And how do you have all your students' numbers? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So and
That's what I would.
And then this is my fucking thing. My thing is, why my teachers didn't look like that when I was growing up. My teacher had a mustache. It was just like she was
Facts.
horrible. She did. She was horrible. She
Teachers
was also
nowadays, both female and male teachers
my
nowadays
English
are
teacher
way
was
better
also my
looking.
gym teacher. So you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, ew. So every day, but then you see this chick that sent the email blast, and it's like my teacher don't look like that. You know what I'm saying?
My son, since he started school, like every time he gets a new year, he's like, my teacher is beautiful. I'm like, you are 7, bro. Like, go take a
First
shower.
time we asked Osiris, like, oh, what do you think about your teacher? And he gave me this look like, oh, fuck it.
No!
Like, you know the face he gave us, yo. Cause
He did. He gave me like a little face. And I was like, Osiris.
That's funny.
I was like, you better respect. He's like, I do.
But teachers are wilding. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, for real.
Teachers are like going crazy.
They're bugging out right now.
Can we talk about Quavo's teeth?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yo, let's talk about Quavo's teeth. Have y'all seen Quavo's teeth, bro?
I haven't.
Okay, so full disclosure, I would love to get veneers. It's something that I'm looking forward to doing,
Me too.
in the near future.
I want veneers, but these people on their, like the motherfuckers that have grills and shit, when they take it off, it's so like
It's disgusting.
Rotten.
It's like cracked down the
It's
middle.
cracked, it's brown. So this motherfucker's teeth is disgusting. So I have to make it one of the topic because motherfucker has
Like,
to
take care of your teeth, man. I understand that if you have the money to cover it, all right. But wouldn't it be better if you just handled the problem? Because can you imagine the smell that's coming out of the mouth, like with that bacteria festering between your teeth and your grills? That's fucking gross, bro.
Right,
like all the money in the world is not gonna make you smell good.
You see it, Jay?
His teeth is like cracked.
It looked like he drank tobacco water, right? You see that shit?
It's disgusting. It's gross.
Like,
you don't like
I
that.
do want veneers, but also realize that, which is one thing that I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do it because
Those are caps. You were looking at.
So every things that I seen about teeth, they shave them down. They make you look like baby sharks. You know what I'm saying? Like the teeth.
Okay.
They shape them down into like fucking like little fangs, so then they could put these.
But those
and I'm
are
like,
caps.
And I'm like wealthy. A lot of wealthy people look like demons underneath. You know what
Those
I'm saying?
are
Under the
caps.
pretty shit.
No, for real.
But veneers are more like right on top. They
I'll give
shave down your
veneers
teeth
like
a little
cap,
bit.
a
And
cap on top of my tooth.
yeah.
I'll just get a white one.
Grills or veneers, you gotta take them out.
I want
morning and night.
grills.
I
Brush
want
your
grills,
teeth,
but
bro.
I want grills you can take
bro.
off.
So veneers you can't take off.
Oh, okay.
No, so they like shave your teeth a little bit just to kind of like be able to prep that surface, and then they glue porcelain veneers on it.
It's on there for a
So it's
minute.
on there for like 5-10 years. You know what I mean? So it's on there for a while. But also, bacteria is not going to come between you and your veneers, in comparison to grills that literally go over your teeth, and you have like bacteria.
I want you to put Quavo's teeth up on our thing, like zoom it in as we're talking. You get what I'm saying? Because I want you guys to see this. That shit's nasty, right? You see?
And I thought he was a good-looking guy, and then I can't look at him the same. I'm like, damn,
and then he's
bro.
like, let me eat your pussy. You're like,
nah.
yeah, ashtray mouth, right?
Yeah, he said it looked like he drank tobacco water.
Oh my god, bro.
We know that the heat gets to some people.
That's what I said, Jose. I was like, I'll just get one veneer tooth right here. The rest of my teeth will be fucking gray. Yo, you bugging.
What were you saying?
Yeah, it was reported that a Florida man was caught having sex with his wife's dog.
Yo, I love my Floridians, right? Because I lived in Florida. I have most of my family lived in Florida.
Cool,
congratulations to my sister.
She's having a baby.
She's having a baby, her first baby, and we're all so excited.
So check this out. I love Florida. She introduced me to Florida. I loved it right away, right? There's a lot more Hispanics out there. I love palm trees. I love the beach. I love shit like that, right? But Florida be wildin'. First of all, let me tell you. They have this place in Florida called Pervert Park.
That's crazy.
So it's where they send all the offenders and pedophiles into this one segregated fucking community with like trailers, and there's like pedophiles living next to each other. So that's Florida, right? Yeah. And then this man gets arrested for making sex videos with his wife's dog.
So as a wife,
fucking the dog and getting head from the dog.
As a wife, do you not realize that there's something going on with your dog or your man or both? Yeah. Like you're living with this situation.
How do you fuck your dog, bro?
I don't know what kind of dog. I
like,
mean, I guess it
depends
on size, right? I don't know.
My dog has a fat ass. Now I'm gonna hit it. What the fuck? She's like, wait, what kind of dog?
No, I'm saying like if it's a little dog, then how really do you? But if it's a bigger dog, I mean, I know that like in other countries, people fuck horses and stuff.
Question. I didn't want to bring it up, but I remember when I was in high school, I was in the locker room one day, and it was a huddle of people like over this phone. I'm like, what the fuck's going on over there? So I went over there, and I just had this one video on repeat, and it was a girl that was on her bed. And she like tapped the bed, and this wiener dog hops up on the bed
and ate her out, right?
Didn't even eat her out, like smooth, just doggy style, like he'd been there, like he'd been there before.
I came across of a woman getting rammed by her fucking pit bull.
Yo, that's
way back when I lived in Jersey City, I had a conversation with this lady who used to live like in the house behind me, and she said to me, she was like, nah, that lady has a weird relationship with her dog. She had like a lab, like a black lab or something. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, she uses her dog to pleasure herself. And I I was is that legal?
Fuck? Yeah, like that's bestiality right there.
Yeah, that is.
The fuck?
A little bit peanut butter, you know what I mean?
Ew.
Dogs love peanut butter.
They do.
Bro, no. But I'll tell you a story. Like me and her were fucking, right? Doggy style, whatever. My fucking dog sneaks in through the door. This is the fucking Siberian Husky we had. And as I'm hitting it, this motherfucker licked the back of my balls.
I remember that.
I swear to God. And that jump, I was like, oh. And he said, look at his lips. I'm like, bro, Alpha, please. You remember that shit? I was like, yo, this was a threesome for like 1.5 seconds. It was a threesome. I was like, whoa. That's how that felt like.
I remember that. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
Yo, it's the fucking truth. It happened.
Yo, Florida is so crazy actually that you can type up Florida man and then put your birthday, and then there will be at least 5 to 10 articles that come up with something that a Florida guy did that day. That's how crazy Florida. That's how crazy Florida is.
Oh my God, I can't. You made me cry. You are a mess.
Oh my God.
All right.
What's up, Dave?
Metaverse has been big recently.
Yeah.
But they might have taken a fall.
Let's go.
So this, let's discuss this and then talk about how many more doors that opens. Go ahead.
So Metaverse, community development manager got caught trying to basically meet up with a 13-year-old boy in his hotel room.
So the community developer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know how
the manager, the person who oversees.
Wait. So you know how we have community guidelines. You know how I can't write certain things because Instagram banned certain words from me, like the word pedophile. I can't write that anymore. So I'm banned from writing those words. But you have the people that actually do it.
So I think that's genuinely how they infiltrate, and that's how I think that they push that agenda is by acquiring these positions of power and pushing their own shit into it, right? So this man was caught by a couple trying to meet up with a 13-year-old, talking some crazy shit to this 13-year-old. Granted, the man didn't get in his car and go meet up with the 13-year-old, but told the 13-year-old, I'm at this hotel, right? I'm on this floor. This is the room. Come through.
Yeah.
And keep it under wraps because I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, because it's illegal.
Because he wrote on the text of the boy.
It's illegal, little boy.
No, it's illegal. And then he was like, because, I don't want to get in trouble. I work for Facebook and I'm the community developer.
The manager.
So he wrote himself what he is and his position at the metaverse and the meta world or whatever.
So I want to talk about that because as a parent, right, if I catch somebody trying to get into my 13-year-old's pants and it's an adult, right, because if it's another kid, it's another kid. You're going through shit, whatever. But if it's an adult trying to molest or rape or whatever my child, I'm not going to fucking record it. Like these people, like there's so many times that I'm seeing this, and it's like recording the pedophile beat the shit out of this man.
And then I see these motherfuckers and they always recording. Oh, this is the guy that's trying to meet up. You know what? My camera.
I would just
show him. This is the guy that did. My camera will go off. It will go back on. The guy's on the floor. I don't know what happened, guys. Like
the baby.
He was walking backward.
The one dude ran up on him. The next clip, you just see him on the floor, bloody nose.
Homie went missing or something. I don't know, but you're not gonna try to come for my kid or in that way, and we're gonna have a conversation with you on camera. Like,
I also noticed that every time these pedophiles get caught, they're always trying to meet somebody that's 12 or 13-year-old. Don't they fucking know how are these kids gonna get to their hotel room?
This guy told the kid to take an Uber or ask his cousin to take an Uber to pay for the Uber.
These motherfuckers are nasty.
People even think that way, bro. It's like
they're children. Well, they're children, right? And I like.
No. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the adults that are putting these kids in these situations. Like even if he didn't follow through to actually go meet up at the hotel, the simple fact that you had the idea and thought of meeting up.
Hit up a kid and be like, "What up?"
It's disgusting. It's fucking gross, and it shouldn't be okay. And I think I'm gonna keep it real. Like there are still some places. I think even in America, where the legal law of consent is 13. Real talk.
That's wild.
Way 14, back in 14.
14.
My 14.
If I'm correct, it's either North Carolina or Georgia.
My 14-year-old cannot make decisions on whether or not she wants to sleep with a 40-year-old man.
R. Kelly was dating Aaliyah when she was 13 or 14, and he decided to marry her. So because he couldn't do it where they were at in Atlanta or some shit, they decided to move to North Carolina or South Carolina or some shit, and then he got married with her, which was legal, and then he would ride around with her or whatever.
Once upon a time, and I want to say not too long ago, the legal age of consent was 9. 9.
That's wild.
Where though?
I don't in America somewhere.
That's crazy.
You gotta have a little bit more facts.
You're not even in middle school.
Google it.
Guys.
I'm sure Google has the answer, but I want to know the place because it's not every.
9 is
Do you remember that movie? Do you remember that movie that we saw?
9, I'm sure New Jersey's not like
Hold
that.
on. Right. Do you remember that movie that we saw that was based in the Midwest? And
Yeah. 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. And Charlize Theron, whatever her name is, she's like, oh, yeah, I met him and whatever. And we got married at 9 years old.
Oh, 9, yeah.
And then he was like, you got married at 9? He's like, well, I didn't even have sex with him until I was 10. And they made it such a comical joke thing.
Pennsylvania is 13. South Dakota is 10.
Pennsylvania is right there.
13.
That's wild. You can be 13.
All you have to do is
13.
We're going to Pennsylvania.
And you know who put these laws in place? The people that are doing it.
Facts.
That they love that shit.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking frustrating.
I'm pretty sure if
keep your kids safe, man.
Do you think this plays any part into the metaverse? Do you think this will decline the rapid growth it's had? Do you think this has any play on the metaverse, or this is gonna be something that's swept under the rug?
I think that Facebook has so much money so much power that they've been dehumanized almost by the amount of power that they have.
So the metaverse doesn't bring anything good, not at all, nothing positive. It just facilitates the way you use social media. That's all it is. Yeah. There's nothing positive that comes out of metaverse. You get what I'm saying? It's just an experience, and it's the new norm of social media later on in the future.
It's literally a virtual reality. It's taking you.
Yeah, because if you consider money good, then what do you consider life?
Yeah.
So
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So apparently in the metaverse, you can come in for your tattoo consultation and book your appointment and leave your deposit and all of that, and then just show up.
Basically,
here.
we're making you lazy. Just how you don't remember the first 10 phone numbers in your phone book.
Yo, I don't remember phone numbers.
I
don't know my kids' phone numbers. I know it's really.
You know their numbers by names.
I know his. That's it.
You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna debilitate a lot of people later on in the future, where people don't even want to go out. They're like, for what? Let's just order on the metaverse, and we'll, you know what I mean?
I mean, okay, so that might be good for these kids who are getting raped, right? Well, now you're not physically getting raped. You may, like we discussed, I think it was the last week or 2 weeks ago, where the girl was getting molested. So if that happens to a child in the metaverse, then is that acceptable?
Yeah. No,
I got questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a fucked up situation, man. And as much as we want to keep our kids off the metaverse, like our children love our VR. They love it. Yeah. They love it. It's like the new Game Boy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And how much can I really control what they do when they have this headset on?
Pretty much zero.
You could be telling me that you're out here freaking fighting monsters, and in reality, you're XYZ. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Listen, I would have been mad if my son looking at some titties. I'm sorry, because it is what it is.
I hope you know what's good for the goose.
10.
I mean, it's happened to my daughter. I mean, look, and on top of that, like, I don't want you dating, like, all my daughters are going to get fucked. All of them. It is what it is. I've made peace with it. And I'm like, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to stop. I'm not a cock blocker. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not to my son, not to my daughter. I just understand this is part of life.
Yeah. With that being said, our son went on his first date last day.
You trying to get some buns?
My little brother went his first day on Valentine's Day. He was suit.
I was so suit for her. I was so excited for him. It's cool to see like.
Yeah,
that
it was cool because we dropped
him
off at the skating rink in Old Bridge.
Yeah, my brother went ice skating like right by our house.
Yeah, he like 5 minutes away with the girl.
We got a special guest. Yo, come over here. Yo, show your face.
Take the mask off.
You should never come in here if you're trying to be on camera.
We got Ace in the building today.
Right here, bro. What up, Ace?
Hi, Ace.
What's up?
Are you looking forward to the convention?
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the convention.
You tattooed at the last convention, right?
Yeah, last convention was actually my first. But I'm on the phone with the bank. The last convention was my first convention tattooing as an artist. The convention before that was my first convention in general, but I was still an apprentice, so that was pretty dope though.
Yeah,
but it was cool to like switch over.
Do you have any goals for this convention?
Just gonna ask that.
Because I know you banged out a crazy amount of pieces.
Yeah,
your first convention.
I think for this convention, I have a couple of like appointments set up.
Okay.
But I think for the Friday that we're there, I don't have anything. So I'm just looking forward to like doing the convention with like the new apprentice. Yeah. Lisa's gonna be like officially tattooing.
Which is exciting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did tattoo last time.
I don't think she did. She was just running around. Yeah.
How important do you think a convention is to a tattoo artist's growth?
That was that?
How important do you think a convention is to a tattoo artist's growth?
Super important, especially if your shop doesn't have like a really big like traffic flow, and you don't have a lot of like foot traffic and people coming in for walk-ins. Like this is a big opportunity to have like that, because you constantly have people just like coming in and out. You have people looking at your artwork. There's a lot of exposure, networking. Yeah. There's just so much opportunity there.
Helping you build your clientele a lot.
Yeah, big time.
No, it's really cool.
So if you own a tattoo shop, it's really important that you bring your people out to tattoo conventions.
Yeah, if
you have to invest in your people, man. It's invest in your Pokemons. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
And if you wanted to get tattooed by Ace at the convention, make sure to hit us up on Instagram, email, call. Like
anything. It doesn't matter. Let us know you want to book with Ace.
I think that's all we have for today, guys.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, we didn't have much. Like I said, we were preparing for the convention so much, and we had some crazy current events today.
Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and
follow
and leave comments. Let us know, what do you think. Like if you have any questions, if you want to ask me something personally or her.
Also, we go live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Every Thursday we go live, me, Jay, and Megan. And it kind of like preps us for our podcast. So if you just hop on our lives and share some ideas.
Ask us anything. You can ask me personally, because I'm straight up. I'll tell you whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? If you ask me, I'm going to answer you.
Ask us anything, guys, because it also helps us give us content, because we get to answer back to the people. Gets us more of a one-on-one type of scale. So thank you guys for watching Chakra OutLoud today.